Hello internets and welcome to another episode. Let's play City of Heroes. I am Monsoon and I am playing as Numbing Frost, an ice-cold corruptor with these abilities. Oh, looks like I need to upgrade some enhancements. That one has gone red. Let's see here. Alright, so we need to go get an enhancement or two. Let's see, what were we going to do next? Oh, yes, let's go have words with Eagle Eye, I think. Well, so let's head over to King's Row. That's where, even though it'll let me call him, that's where the missions will happen for the most part. My delicious, tasty beverage, root beer this time. Now entering King's Row. No, wrong King's Row. This is not Overwatch. Let's see here. Go have a word with Eagle Eye. Actually, real quick, before we have a word with Eagle Eye, let's have a word with a vendor. Sell some stuff I don't need, and buy a couple things I do need. Let's see, so I needed an accuracy, and let's get a recharge for that new power I just got. And the rest of them are okay for now. They're yellow, but they're all right. Alright, so, Eagle Eye, what you got? I've read all about you, Numbing Frost, especially with the work you've been doing in taking the fight back to the Skulls and putting down their Superadine operation. I have to say, I'm impressed. Back in the day, Brawler along the rest of the regulators and I put a stop to all this Superadine business, but it seems that bad apples do indeed stink up the place. As you're well aware, Superadine is back on the streets and the Skulls are pushing us something awful. Numbing Frost, King's Row needs a new group of regulators, and I'm not the only one who thinks you should lead it. Listen, Numbing Frost, the regulators aren't what we used to be. Hell, I know I look pretty ridiculous putting on my old costume, but right now, the people need to see the heroes out in force, now more than ever. That's why I want you to represent the regulators here in King's Row, to give all those people that lost everything in Galaxy City a ray of hope again. I'm committed to this, even if it is just you and I. Unfortunately, things are pretty dark at the moment. The Skulls have taken it in the teeth, and their leader, Velis Petrovic, isn't taking laying down. With his brother Chernobog behind bars, Velis is striking out with a vengeance at anything that threatens his gang. New legislation to crack down on Superadine dealing here in Paragon City has apparently caught his attention, and in response, we've had a string of assassinations against city officials that have supported it. Velis' scare tactics looks like it might do the trick and silence the city council before they can even vote. A lot of people need your help, Numbing Frost. Do you want the job? I'll join you in representing the new regulators. That's a spirit. Ha! I knew I could count on you. Now, I may not be as good in the fist fight as I was back in my heyday, but I still got an eye for details and planning. My guess is that the Skulls are going to target Councilman Hammett sometime before his speech tomorrow to the City Council. I want you to head over to Hammett's offices and provide him with some extra security. Can do, Mr. Eagle Eye, sir. Do-do-do-do-do, flying through the air. Pop that. Secondary mutation, get pain tolerance, which I think is a little extra damage resistance. Not that it does a whole lot of good for a squishy character. Something here isn't right. On the floor inside, you see the bodies of both PPD officers and family goons. Uh-oh. Protect Councilman Hammett. That's a bunch of dead dudes. Councilman Hammett, are you in here? Councilman! At first look, Councilman Hammond appears to be unconscious, but then you see his cold, lifeless eyes and the look of terror frozen on his face. He is very, very dead. Determine cause of death. You find a single cut on Hammett's right hand, but while it's deep, it isn't lethal. Scrawled in his own blood upon his shirt, however, you read the following message. The Lords of Death are watching. Suddenly, you hear voices elsewhere in the building. Listen to the voices. We ain't alone. Spread out and take him out. Oof. Knocking me on my duff. Alright, we can leave, or we can defeat the family goons. I think we're going to stand our ground. I got a badge. Marauder, I think that's for dealing damage. Alright, who's next? Anyone else want some? Bring it! Let's go! Rawr, rawr, rawr. Whoa, that looks like two groups. Shite. This could be a problem. Ow. Ow again. Ow, some more. Not going well. Where's all that bravado I had a moment ago, right? Oh, I have fallen. That sucked. Hubris, thy name is me. Oh well. And I don't have enough to make an awaken, so I guess we leave the building. One way or the other, mission's done. Go talk to Eagle Eye and let him know what happened. Yeah, they done beat me up a bit because there were two groups. If it had been one group at a time, I could have taken them easily. That's probably why they threw two of them at me. Or it was bugged. It's possible. Could just be buggy. Alright, phone's their thing. We can just call him. Don't beat yourself up about it. You did everything you could with the information we had. Now we have more information. The assassin is almost certainly a member of the Skulls. However, what's concerning me is that the family's involved. Numbing Frost, I've learned over the years to trust my instincts, and my instincts are saying that there's more to this than the family's letting on. Something very big is happening here, bigger than I originally thought. Listen, I have some old contacts that keep tabs on the goings-on inside the family. I'll talk with them and see what they know about the family's presence here in King's Row. This is way outside of their normal turf. In the meantime, I've narrowed down the most likely target for the next assassination attempt by Villas Assassin. Councilwoman Simmons just finished a press conference demonizing the Skulls for their assassination of Councilman Hammond, and now she's vowed to take up Hammond's work and make sure the Skulls are brought to justice for their crimes against Paragon City and the citizens of King's Row. Feels like she's painting a bullseye on her own forehead. I'll get over to Simmons' office right away. One last thing, watch your back, Numbing Frost. The more I think about this situation, the worse feeling I get. This whole thing stinks of the family trying to pave the way to keep the Skulls in business. Ever since Sebastian Frost took over the family business from his late old man, no relation, by the way, the family's taken great pains to appear hands-off when it comes to Superadine. Just be careful. I don't want to see you end up like Mina. This mission is higher difficulty than normal. You may want to bring a teammate. We'll see. As I recall, there is going to be a pretty nasty boss. So really quick, actually, before we go, let's run into the hospital here. Have a talk with the medical practitioners and say, "Oi, give me some luck. I'm going to need it." They can't hurt what they can't hit. Flying through the city. So how's your weekend been? It's not too bad. I didn't get enough sleep, as I mentioned in the previous video. Doing better today, as far as... I still didn't get quite enough sleep. I don't usually like to take naps, and I ended up having to take a nap about an hour or so ago, because I was that tired. And zoomity zoom zoom fly, and we're there. Okay, let's try this mission and see what happens. Where do we stand here? About 12 minutes in? Okay. The family has goons all over this building. Have you arrived too late? Yum yum. Lieutenant there in that group. It's Frosty Lakeister. Okay. That'll learn me to just go in guns blazing. Dang it, stop missing. Sheesh. And it's not like I have a really poor chance to hit at 92%. I should be hitting pretty frequently. Oh, it's almost the cap of hit chance. 95% being the hit chance cap. Let's see. Freeze you. Counter lumped a little bit better because I was actually hitting the people. Alright, next group. Anyone in here? Oh, we got some dudes in here. How am I missing? Ow. Ow. Stop that. That hurts. How dare they? Don't they know I'm the hero of this story? Okay, there's some more dudes in there. else in that room, right? Right. Come on. That's one kind of thing that's kind of annoying about Scourge is that sometimes you Scourge on something that's nearly dead, and so you do like they have 10 health left and you've done 50 damage, and there is no points for overkill. Freeze the buckshot. Hit him with a wand. Freeze the buckshot again. He goes down, and he goes down. No one down there. Oh, we got a lieutenant in that group. It's Numbing Frost, Waster. Ow, 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 ow. That's a lot of bullets. That is an awful lot of bullets you be threw in my direction. Lots of ammo going downrange there. Move my chair around a bit. Oh, I guess it wasn't totally done healing up, but whatever. Keep him on ice. He goes. Oh, we got incoming from behind. That's unfriendly, unsporting, and a few other U words. Unsportsmanlike, unkind. Unexpected. Anyone else coming? Are you done throwing dudes at me from behind? Such a short range attack. It's somewhat difficult sometimes to line it up for multiple targets. Two lieutenants in this group. Down he goes. Alright, let's wait just to rest up a wee bit before we talk to her, because I know if an ambush happens after I speak to this NPC, so make sure we are topped off and ready to go. Let's move that. Are you here to kill me? Kill you? No, I'm here to protect you. What? Then why did you just knock out my entire security detail? Security? Those were family goons, ma'am. Why, yes, Sebastian Frost did provide me with some of his boys for security, but it wasn't anything illegal. The Skulls are targeting city officials that are putting our feet down to combat their Superadine dealing. Mr. Frost simply shares my point of view on this problem. Wait, the family wants to stomp out Superadine in King's Row? Councilwoman Simmons appears to be ready to comment on that, when she pauses suddenly and looks around nervously. Do you feel that? Feel what? Death, Numbing Frost. Can't you feel his cold hands closing about your throat? Yep, elite boss time. We do not answer to the family any longer. They have chosen to betray us. For that betrayer, they should die. The Lords of Death are watching. As with those who ate him, next time, Numbing Frost, the Lords of Death are watching. Well, that was a thing. I don't know what to say. Start at the beginning. Frost came to me with a very sensible proposal. He wanted to clear his family name of the stain his father had put on it all those years ago, the link between his family and the street drug called Superadine. I wanted to believe that he was doing it for the good of Paragon City, but deep down I knew he wasn't. Keep going. I empathized with him. I understand the difficulty that a parent's decisions can have on their children. Councilwoman Simmons grows upset and wipes at the corner of her eye. It's okay. You can talk about it. It's my husband, Carl. You see, he's very ill, and to be honest, I'm not sure how much longer he has. We've been keeping it a secret because, well, his illness was caused by his drug addiction. If the press were to learn of this, it would ruin our careers. But worst of all, our son, Albert, would have to live with our failures hanging over him like a shadow, just like Sebastian Frost has had to live with his father's mistakes. I just wanted to find a way out. Frost said that he'd be willing to have some specialists come in to see what they could do for Carl, but only if I helped him. Standing up against Superadine seemed to be a suitably appropriate favor given the situation. I thought it was a sign that good things were to come. I know it was a bribe, but I was thinking of my family. We have two choices. I understand your secret is safe with me, or I'm going to have to put you under arrest, Councilwoman. Much as it sucks, she did accept bribes. I'm going to have to put you under arrest. I understand. What I've done is a crime, and I should face a jury of my peers. I want to thank you for what you did today, Numbing Frost. I just don't know what the future holds in store for us when the only ones who will stand up against the Skulls and street jugs like Superadine are the Frost family. I'll stand up against them. Now let's go. You are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent, etc., etc. Y'all have seen cop shows. You know how the Miranda rights thingy goes. Alrighty, let's call Eagle Eye. Well, things are definitely getting interesting. I learned from my contacts that Frost and his family have been meeting with city council representatives for the past few days, trying to drum up support to fight Superadine, all in the name of clearing his family's good name. Apparently, the Skulls have told Frost and his family to find someone else to peddle their drugs for them, and the Skulls have found their own way of making Superadine, cutting out their reliance on Frost and his suppliers. Now Frost wants to teach them a lesson, and so he's going to make it very hard for the Skulls through political backroom dealing. All of that's fine and dandy, but we have something more important to deal with. We need to find out where Velas and his Skulls are getting their Superadine and shut it down. I'm afraid that squeezing gangbangers on the streets just isn't going to cut it this time. The Skulls have their back up against the wall here, and the only way we're going to learn who or where they're getting their supply from is if they want to talk to you. So you need me to go deep undercover then. That's the idea. I've already talked to Paula Dempsey about outfitting you with just the right disguise to fit right in with the Skulls. She can give you more details on it. All you need to do is get in with them and listen. If we can find Velas, then we'll find their supply. Until then, just follow your instincts. I'll be monitoring you from afar in case you get into any trouble. Okay then. Let's go have a word with Paula Dempsey. Have her hook me up with a disguise. This guys, that guys. These guys, those guys, use guys. Hey, Numbing Frost. Eagle Eye said you'd be coming by. Let me tell you, I've had some strange requests before, but this one takes the cake. Are you sure you want to be going undercover into the skulls? Sounds pretty risky to me, but then again, I'm no hero. Here's your disguise. I fitted it with a couple of experimental odds and ends that should be able to mask even the most eccentric hero from being recognized by the average street thug. Just be careful to not to let it get shot or anything. That could be bad. I've also got your disguise hooked up with a nanomic and earpiece so you can keep in touch with Eagle Eye on the sly. Oh, I almost forgot. Eagle Eye told me to give you this tracking beacon, you know, just in case things go sideways and he needs to swoop in and rescue you. Let me know when you're ready to suit up. Alright, talk to her again. You're all set. Are you ready to become a skull? I'm ready to infiltrate the skulls. Intuition. There it goes. Took a moment. It's a weekend. Busy times. Servers are getting hammered. After a few days masquerading as a skull, you find out about this hideout. Someone in here is bound to know a thing or two about Velas in the Superadine lab. Alright, let's have a quick look at myself in my skull disguise. Ooh, spoopy. Zoom out a bit, get the whole thing in. Ah, yes, be all menacing. Ha ha! Alright, let's go. And I've got different abilities. Some punches and some guns. Can't use my own powers here, that would give me away. Man, Chatterjaw won't let me go upstairs. You should try Ribcage, but if you lose, it says I don't have what it takes to be a death head. Well, let's just say there ain't no death head alive that's a loss to fight in the cage. Interesting. Numbing Frost, you should be able to convince this Shatterjaw that you're here to fight in the ribcage. Pardon me. Got a bit of a frog in my throat. Hey there, Shatterjaw. Well, hey, what can I do for you, sexy? Oh, brother. I want to go upstairs. Nah, only fighters competing to become a Bone Daddy or Death Doll get to go upstairs. You don't look like one of them. Not yet, I don't. Alright, alright. I'll let Bone Dust know we got some fresh meat coming upstairs. Bone Dust, I've heard of him. He's been in the skulls forever. He's our best lead yet. Hello, fellow skulls. Have you eaten any babies today? I ate a baby just yesterday. It was delicious. Alright. Stay out of the rain just in case it actually cares. You ladies should come with me to Vela's party tonight. We really want to meet him. Yeah, you really think so? Yeah, I think he'd like you. What can we do to convince you to take us to him? He's having a party tonight, huh? Oh, I can think of a few things. A few things involving his genitals. So, I hear you want to try and join the ranks of the Death Dolls. That's right, I'm ready. Well, you sound ready, but only surviving the ribcage proves whether you are or not. I told you I'm ready. You know that if you lose your life, right? A true skull isn't afraid of death. Well said. Go and talk to the fight organizer. He'll set you up with a match. Remember, you can't use your normal powers here, or the ruse is up. Also, try not to get hit in the face. It could disrupt our comms. Roger that. Oh, wait, you, on the photocopier. Bone Dust gave you his approval? Alright, I hope you kissed your boyfriend this morning, babe, because today just might be your funeral. Hope makes you weak. Easy, save some for your opponents. Step into the middle of the ribcage and prepare for the fight of your life. Dun, 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 dun. Eat some of this, and some of that. I'm going to pull up over here and punch you a few times. I'm going to fight dirty and shoot you while you're on the floor. Pardon? Oh no, not now. The PPD are swarming the building you're in, Numbing Frost. You have to get out of there. This is the Paragon Police Department. We have the building surrounded. What the? It's the police! Come out with your hands up and this can all end peacefully. Let's send those pigs a message. That's not the way we want to go. Everyone get ready. Shh, ladies, follow me. So, we need to get out of here. Fortunately, I mostly know the way. Freeze, police! Come on, we'll take these sewers out of here and meet back up at the rave later. After escaping into the sewers, you find your way back up onto the street and with an invitation to meet Veles at the rave tonight. Alright. We fly! Let's move that over there. Okay, in we go. Let's see what's happening in here. This is where the Skulls said that Veles was hosting a rave. Time to crash the party. Freeze! Back up a bit. Sheesh. That's one disadvantage to the glass cannon range type of characters is if you start missing and if you don't take things down quick, you will get hurt a lot. All the pain in the ow. Paragon City, man. How long did it take those dancers to notice that there was a superpowered fight going on? Yeah, that's right, like, folks. Disperse. Go home. I don't think there's anybody else down that direction. Nope, just a bunch of civilians partying on down. Not really anything going down over here either, but, you know, there are skulls to arrest. And by arrest, I mean give frostbite. Induce hypothermia, you know. Non-lethals. Let's move this one over there. Let's go ahead and make a purple out of that one. you have a problem. I know. It's not safe for you here. Life isn't safe, little sister, but your concerns for my safety are appreciated. Tell Backbreaker to lock up the warehouse after we leave. If we've left, and shoot anyone who tries to leave. It shall be done. Mr. Atta, if you'll accompany me, I believe you wanted to see my lab? Yes, Atta want very much. Troll. Troll is troll. Inspirations are full. That's actually kind of a good thing. Rest a bit, because ow a bit. Finish off my root beer. Get down, they're shooting. That a lieutenant there, and that's a lieutenant there. Enough of that. Cut that out. Crap for crap. Let's duck around a corner and try not to die. That about trying not to die? Oh well. Once again, I don't have an awaken, or any other way to get back up on my own. So off to the hospital we go. Do hospitals around here hand out frequent dire miles? All right. Pop that again. Heightened speed this time. What do we got? Running speed, flying, nothing special, it's just movement speed. Whoopity-doo. Alright, give me a couple of greens. Mildly annoying, but we got this. It definitely shows you the difference between squishy ranged characters and not so squishy melee characters. Because I've done that mission a few times on different melee characters, and they usually just kind of waltz in, punching things. Whereas my ranged characters have to be a little more strategic. Flying, we're flying through the city. Back into the mission we go. Oh wow, this is gonna end up kind of a long episode. Oh well. Hadn't realized how long it was running before I started it, and then it was too late. Alrighty, fly right back in and avenge myself. Ouch. Not cool, bro. Very much not cool. Done yet? See if his friends attack me. Doesn't look like we're going to yet. If they don't attack me, that's totally fine by me. I'll pick them off one by one if they'll let me. Alright, back off a bit. Rest. Okay, next. Okay, that got his attention. Goodness gracious me. They do lots of damage. Imagine that, they're a level higher than me. Healing up, healing up. That's better. And rest. Get these guys up here first, I guess. Shit. I got him, he got me. At least this time I have enough inspirations to make an awaken. Ow! Jeebus H. Crisco, those fuckers hurt. I mean, it sometimes amazes me how much damage they do. Okay. Rest. Yeah, this episode's definitely going long. Because I'm not going to stop in the middle of a mission. It's bad enough when I stop in the middle of a story arc. I don't like to leave people hanging for a cliffhanger. Alright, is it just those guys? I think it is. Civilians are making their way out. Okay. Backbreaker. Hey, you're as strong as Villas. Maybe he does fear you after all. Where did Villas go? He went to the lab with Ada, the leader of the trolls. You have no idea how big this all is, do you? Where's the lab? There isn't a damn thing in the world you can do to me that'll make me tell you that. You're right. I'm not a killer like you and your buddies. You'll never change a thing in this town if you aren't willing to kill for it. Think about it, Zero. If what you're fighting for ain't worth killing for, why bother? Not everything is about life and death. Of course it is. Everybody lives. Backbreaker reaches for a knife in his boot, and everybody dies. Knock him out. Funk. Backbreaker collapses, the knife falling out of his hand and skittering across the floor. He is unconscious. Plant your tracking beacon on Backbreaker. Well, that could have gone better. Couple of deaths. Some debt. But hey, it all worked out in the end, right? Let's call Eagle Eye and tell him what's going on. Numbing Frost, what the? Your tracking device shows that you're a royal refinery. What are you doing here? You planted on one of the skulls to lead you to Velas in the Superadine lab? Ah, damn, girl, that's some smart thinking. Amazing work, my friend, amazing work. With one of the Petrovic brothers behind bars and the other on the run, the skulls are going to be licking their wounds for some time. Without their Superadine lab or resupply from their backers, Superadine and King's Row is going to be a thing of the past. At least for now, that is. Finale, Dance with Death. Assuming Backbreaker went to go find Velas, it would appear that the skulls have set up their lab at Royal Refinery. That makes perfect sense. The industrial chemicals going through there would completely mask the telltale signs of Superadine production. The facility manager is probably being paid or blackmailed into letting Villas and the Skulls set up shop there. It's time to shut Villas and the Skulls Superadine lab down once and for all. Be careful. If even half of what the Skulls say about Velas is true, he is a deadly opponent who believes he controls the power of death. Additionally, Marana is still a big question mark. She hasn't shown up since you stopped her from assassinating Councilwoman Simmons, but that doesn't mean she isn't part of the equation. Keep aware and make sure she doesn't get the drop on you. You might want to get some help on this one. Good luck. Alrighty. Well, that being said, like I said, episode's gone way over time, so we're going to end it there. I know I hate to end it on a cliffhanger, but that mission's going to take me a while. And I may end up having to call in some reinforcements because I've done it a couple times, it's another elite boss, and it's a bit of a bitch. So, thank you for watching. I hope you all had a good time. I had some fun despite the deaths. And as always, thanks for watching, and enjoy the games that you play. See ya.